In this video, I'll show you how to set filters to your images. We will be working with Cargo 3 website. I'll show you how to work with separate images as well as image galleries. If you're already seeing my previous tutorials, they are going to be pretty the same, maybe with some little difference. In fact, it's going to be even easier than it was before with Cargo 2. And yeah, let's start. First, let's upload an image. I already have an image here, so I'm gonna drag and drop it and scale it a little bit. And well, before Cargo 3, we used to go to code view. We used to wrap this image into some other tag and set a class. But now we can do that even easier. If you click on this image, you immediately see this code. So this is a one more custom tag that Cargo created for us with some classes, attributes, and whatever. So you can see this code like that, or you can also click these three dots. This is like an image setting. This is where you can disable zoom if you want, scale it, or set other things. But we're going to work with HTML. So if I click HTML, I'm going to see absolutely the same thing as before. Okay, so if my zoom is disabled and I already have a class here, I can add one more, just separating them with a space. Let's kind of hover image. Okay, now it's ready. And if I want to disable zoom, it's just going to be one class, which looks like that. So HTML part is ready. And let's deal with styles. Correctly set your styles, you need to decide if you want to use this effect for images on several pages or it's just going to work for this particular page. In case of this page, you can use this code view thing and you can type your CSS here, but if you're going to use this class for other images that are placed on other pages, you need global styles. So if you click this button, you will see your global styles and you can add your new rules here at the beginning or in between existing rules between this curly brace and the next selector. So this is a safe place where you can start typing your new CSS or here, no matter where, but not here, of course. And the last place here, just at the end. So yeah, you just can select wherever you like, and this is how you set global styles. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work here just because I think it's a little bit easier. Just remember that these styles are valid only for this particular page. To declare a new CSS rule, we need to call this class. It starts with a dot, and then you type the name of your class. Hover image. Then you open curly braces, and you need to say filter. And which filter to choose? Well, you can Google filter CSS, and this is probably the first pages you will see. And let's go to this one. So there are many filters. You can check how they work. I'm gonna start with the grayscale filter. And don't forget the semicolon at the end. And I'm gonna change it to 100. Okay, if you want to use several filters for one image, you can also do that. Well, let me copy the brightness. You can just separate them with some space, and that will be working. Okay, this is a brightness, and the last filter I want to use is blur. Okay, it's ready. And now let's reset the filter on hover. So I'm just going to copy this part and paste it beneath. And well, I need to change all of this to none and to change the selector to hover. Okay, and now when I hover this image, you see that we have no filters. You can also replace this part with this part. Look, I mean, use it vice versa, and this also will be working. And you also can make this change smooth, so you just need to use transition. I'm not going to cover that in this tutorial, but you can learn it yourself. This is just called transition. You can Google transition CSS. Okay, this is ready, and now let's check how it works for image galleries. Now let's try the same thing with image galleries. To create a gallery, I can select this image and click the button gallery. And no matter which layout I select, let's start with the grid one. You see that it works. You don't need to do any additional actions. You can set your number of columns. You can change your layout. You can even use these classes for slideshow. It's going to be working. Let me show you. Let me add one more image to show you. So yeah, it works. But let's go back to grid layout. You see now that it works only for this image. That's because we haven't set this class yet. So we need to do the same thing. We need to click HTML and add hover image class, or however you call it, and save it. So now both images works the same way. This is how it goes. I think it's much easier than it was before with Cargo 2. And you can also change the layout to freedom. And let me recreate an example which I showed you at the beginning. Then you need to publish your website. On Mac, it's Command P, publishing. And yeah, after that, you can refresh your page and you will see your updated website. Okay, let me know if you think this tutorial was useful and what other tutorials for Cargo 3 you want me to record next. Goodbye.